Ready to rock? Beautiful. I know you do a little cameo here, leaping off a building during the Wall Street crash, and it kind of made me think that you must have felt a little bit like that during this shoot, because it was difficult. The LA Times said it was one of the most difficult in recent production history, that you had your 2-month hiatus, which was built in, but you were working on the script as you went along. I don't know whether you felt at any point, I need a neuralizer here, I need to step back and just clear my head, or whether it's typical of a film that you're going to get into the thick of it and it's all going to be Heart of Darkness and you get through the editing. And
You know, I haven't read those articles. I try to avoid that, but I think you can write a Heart of Darkness story about any movie ever made. I've made movies that have been really hard, that have done really well. I've made movies that were incredibly easy, that didn't do any box office business, and occasionally I did some that were both easy and did well, like Get Shorty. But I have no interest in judging or a movie by how it got made. I don't care to judge a photograph by what lens was taken with, or if it was shot on Ektachrome or Kodachrome. So for me, I just want to see the end result. This movie was actually no harder than several movies I've done and easier than some. So on the other hand, if you're asking me if I'd like to own a neuralizer, yeah.
I'm thinking you've always been fantastic at comedy. I'm sure those early porn films might have even been funny, but certainly your actual work with the Coens and then into When Harry Met Sally, but your own films, Addams Family films and Get Shorty and the Men in Black and all that, that comedy thing, I don't know whether it's because you were born on April 1st or maybe, I was saying to you before the cameras roll, I think it was April 22nd, 1970, you're at a Jimi Hendrix gig, the Earth Day concert, and over the intercom, just before Jimi Hendrix comes on, Barry Sonnenfeld, call your mother. I don't know if that sort of informed, okay, I'm a Woody Allen character now. For the rest of my life, I'm going to be that guy. Was it?
Well, it was worse than that, because Jimi Hendrix was actually warming up. He was on the stage. It was 2:20 in the morning when the announcement came, Barry Sonnenfeld, call your mother, 19,600 people at Madison Square Garden. So, and the reason was because it was 2:20 and I was supposed to be home at 2. So the lesson I think that taught me is how persuasive, and my mother must have been, to find someone to answer the phone at Madison Square Garden and get all the way to a point where someone was willing to use the PA system during a concert. So it gave me actual surprisingly respect for my mother. But those kind of moments do affect and inform my comedy. I think the secret to comedy is create a totally surreal situation and let the actors play the reality of the absurdity of the situation without they themselves actually acting funny.
Which is kind of what Hollywood is, really. You have to sort of not accept that it's absurd and it's ridiculous. Just play it straight.
Just play it straight, exactly.
That feeling of those great, that early start, you're doing 9 porno films in 9 days. You have that wonderful Platoon moment where things go slightly wrong during this Taylor from whatever she was, Barney's.
Barney's.
Yeah, but that progressive kind of wonderful career, I don't know whether, and that lovely moment at the end of Miller's Crossing, you get married to Sweetie, well, Susan, and those sort of experiences, does it still feel that way? Because as you become successful and the movies get bigger, it does slow down, it becomes harder to get things made, it becomes harder to sort of go from start to finish in a year. It tends to drag out. Does it still feel, or is it tougher now? Is it sort of like you've got more responsibility, you've got more pressure from studios?
You always have the same pressure when you make a movie. You don't say, oh, this movie doesn't cost more than the last one, so I don't care about it. Every time you start a movie, it's like you're having another child. It's all unique. It's all wonderful. On this one, although it seems like a big movie, our secret has always been is that the Men in Black movies are actually buddy comedies hidden in this world of sort of big ideas. So, we're doing this junket. We've been to Seoul, Korea, and Tokyo, and Berlin, and Paris, and Madrid. But what's great is these little adventures sitting here with you. Like tonight, we'll all go to have dinner and laugh about one interview or another, or when this happened or that happened. So it still feels small, intimate, and fun. It never feels overwhelming, except when you're making the movie and each day costs a lot of money and you got to get through the day.
Are you going to be laughing about me later?
Not you.
Okay.
No, we're charmed and delighted.
Sweet. Very nice to talk to you. I won't shake your hand. You got that cold. There you go.
There you go.
Sweet, man. Well done.